Last night in Orlando, the USSSA offense was hot, hitting 3 home runs en route to a 4-1 victory over the Akron Racers. Tonight, the Racers are back, trying to even up the series at a game apiece. USSSA will take on the Akron Racers. It's 1 versus 3 in the NPF, and it comes your way next from Champion Stadium. The NPF welcomes you to Orlando, where the top 2 offenses in the National Pro Fast Pitch League are about to tango in game number 2 of the series. It's the Akron Racers, currently 3rd in the NPF standings, taking on the leaders so far this year, the USSSA Florida Pride, and we are glad you are with us as well for NPF softball. Alongside Jamie Low-Price, I'm Bernie Gunther. Well, we saw the Pride come back from 6 runs behind in a game against the Pennsylvania Rebellion. Their offense really sparked coming back in that 6th inning, and it carried over last night's 4-1 win. They remain hot offensively.
Absolutely. You're getting production throughout the lineup, and that's really important. You're doing it through the long ball, but very important win for them. You want to take game 1 of the series, but we're getting to that stretch where it's really important as we head into the NPF Championship Series.
No, last night we were really dazzled by a number of defensive plays, including this spectacular catch by A.J. Andrews for the Akron Racers.
What a catch by A.J. Andrews. Top play in the country. Check out the full extension right there. She leaves her feet, no fear, going into the fence without a warning track. Great effort by A.J. Andrews.
She did it with her glove. She did it with her bat as well. Her single helped provide the offense for the only run that the Racers scored last night. And on the flip side, the Pride, they hit 3 home runs. And for Kelly Crutchman, she left the yard for the 9th time this year.
The veteran, Kelly Crutchman, been doing it all year long at the plate, leading this Pride offense. And once again, now she's got the power with the long ball there. But Kelly Crutchman, what else can you ask for her and what she's doing to lead this Pride offense?
Last night, 3 for 3 as she goes up against Sarah Pauly and the Akron Racers. This is the starting lineup for Akron. A.J. Andrews leading things off, and why not out in right field. She's followed by Ashley Thomas at second base. Sammy Fagan is the shortstop tonight. Schlope in the cleanup spot hitting 4th. She's followed by Gilbert, Montalvo, Sandra Simmons, Cassie Tysarchuk, and Griffin Joyner up against Kelsey Nunley. We've seen her already here inside Champion Stadium, and she was really spectacular the last time we saw her inside the circle here in Orlando.
Yeah, just a few days ago in her last start, Kelsey Nunley came out, did a great job against the Pennsylvania Rebellion. When she's effective, she's working both sides of the plate, she's hitting her spots, and then she's going to go with the rise ball. I looked at her, she's going to be successful to do that tonight.
And the defense for the USSSA Pride, pretty status quo at this point. Hallie Wilson in left, Wiggins in center, Crutchman in right, the infield CO at 3rd, Penley the shortstop, Romero at 2nd, DeSalvatore at 1st, and it's Goodacre who is behind home plate. So here is the star from a night ago. What a night for A.J. Andrews to wake up with the entire world getting to watch your play. It's a special night as well for the NPF as well.
A.J. Andrews, big pickup for the Akron Racers. Got her from the Chicago Bandits. Was a star All-American at LSU. You know you're going to get the speed at the top of the lineup, but what a defensive presence she's brought as well. And you saw that last night with her highlight reel catch there going into the wall in center field.
244 average, a home run and 4 runs batted in. Bet Tarina from LSU talked about this is just vintage A.J. Andrews. This is what we saw all 4 years she played at Tiger Park. But great to see it at this level as well.
Well, you know A.J. Andrews has the speed. And now she's getting a chance with this Akron Racers lineup that she's more of an everyday player, where she was just kind of, you know, in and out of the lineup last year with the Bandits. But a player with her speed, that's what she can bring to this lineup, and it's fun to get her, to watch her with the Racers.
But her first plate appearance, she's down on strikes, and credit Kelsey Nunley with getting the K to start things off.
And this is exactly what Kelsey Nunley does well. Look at that screwball working away from the lefty and Andrews, and that's a big pitch. That's going to be important here with these left-handed hitters for Nunley.
Up next, Ashley Thomas. She moves up after she had a perfect 3 for 3 night, including scoring a run in the 3rd inning. It's interesting because they kind of flipped the bottom and the top. Thomas was in the 8-hole, AJ Andrews in the 9-hole. And those two moving up to the top of the lineup.
Ashley Thomas, you almost consider her a veteran now. In her 3rd year with the Akron Racers, has consistently, been one of those everyday players for Akron. You know you're going to get a great defensive second baseman with her, but always a tough out there at the plate.
SEC Pitcher of the Year, Kelsey Nunley, out of the University of Kentucky. Gets a called strike at the knees.
You gotta like the year that Kelsey Nunley's put together in a rookie season. It's not an easy transition as you're transitioning from college to the professional, I think especially as a pitcher, and just getting in that routine and talk to Nunley, just figuring out what her routine is as a pitcher.
Out to right field, and a nice stop there for Kelly Crutchman, getting it on one hop. It's not easy because she comes racing in on the grass, then has to take a step on the dirt. Does a nice job of feeling it, but how about Thomas now 4 for 4 in the series?
Yeah, as an outfielder, not easy. You see her break in on this. She thinks she might have a chance, but then realizes it's just going to stop right in front of her, and a good job of keeping that ball in front. That ball gets by her with the speed of Thomas. That could be a dangerous play. So good job by Crutchman keeping that in front of her.
As this one hit into center field, a long run for Wiggins, but it held up enough. She'll spin and throw it back into the infield, and Sammy Fagan is retired for the second out.
Sammy Fagan continues to swing the bat well. Ball just hung up long enough there for Wiggins to make a catch, but a great swing, great drive right there by Sammy Fagan.
So here's Taylor Schlope. It's of note that Sammy Fisher, who was the NPF leader in home runs going into last night's game before Crutchman hit her 9th home run, she is not a part of the starting lineup tonight. There's Fisher watching from the dugout.
Fisher enjoying quite the year. It's technically her rookie season. She spent several years with Team USA, her first actual NPF season. She's come over and had a lot of success, been a big part of this Akron Racers offense.
Great to have that background Fisher did, and obviously getting to play a role with Team USA that has helped make the transition quick.
Absolutely, she's got tons of international experience, but it's great to see her sticking with it. She's probably 4 years out of college, been playing at a high level, and now she gets to come over here and play every day and be a part of the NPF.
Full count, Thomas aboard on a base hit. The Racers look to strike first. Jammed her, popped up. Goodacre calls for it, makes the play, and ends the top of the first inning. They leave Ashley Thomas aboard, and the top offense and the NPF getting set to go to battle in the bottom of the first. We'll have it for you when we come back to Champion Stadium.
A champion is a fighter.
A champion is a special breed.
Being a champion is one of a kind.
A champion is a competitor.
To be a champion in our game, it takes hard work and sacrifices.
It takes an unmatchable work ethic.
It takes an unwavering mindset.
It takes hard work and dedication.
Winning a championship in our game is indescribable.
Winning a championship means that out of all of the teams, you're the last one standing.
Winning a championship in our game means my childhood dream being fulfilled.
USA Elite Select, your legacy starts here.
Baseball fans, the 2016 Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot is here. Head to MLB.com/vote to choose your ASG-worthy stars and send them to the All-Star Game on July 12th in San Diego. Vote today, vote tomorrow. Vote at MLB.com.
Check out the starters tonight for the USSSA Pride. It starts with the home run hitters from a night ago. Megan Wiggins with a solo shot. She started things off in the bottom of the first, leaving the yard. She's followed by Kelly Crutchman, who now has 9 home runs on the season. Penley will bat third, the reigning NPF Rookie of the Year. Hallie Wilson in the cleanup spot in left field. Lauren Chamberlain, she's been about as hot as anyone in the NPF the last week. She'll bat 5th, to Salvatore 6th. And it's Goodacre, Romero, and Courtney Seo tonight going up against the former USSSA Pride pitcher Sarah Pauly, who meant so much to the Pride organization over the years. And just like Kelly Crutchman, she's seen a lot of NPF action over the years.
Yeah, Sarah Pauly, the veteran, just been a mainstay, always been one of the top pitchers, one of the best competitors in the NPF. What you're going to see with her, she's got speed, she's going to bring in that back door and also mixing the changeup.
And the defense behind her, Ty Sarchik is out at left, Schlope in center, Andrews in right field. It's Montalvo at third, Fagan is at short, Thomas at second base, Simmons at first, and Joyner is getting the nod tonight behind home plate. Sarah Pauly making her 16th appearance of the season. She's pitched 57 innings, 5-3, 3.19 ERA. Sarah Pauly has consistently been one of those pitchers that if she is pitching, much like the likes of Monica Abbott, Kat Osterman, when she is on, you have a really good chance of winning the game that you're involved in that night.
Yeah, absolutely. You know she's going to keep you in the ball game. That's the best thing about Sarah Pauly. Every time she takes the ball, goes to the mound, she's going to give your team a chance to win. And it's because she's got that experience, and she's got such a plethora of pitches too. She's able to keep hitters off balance. No matter how many times they've seen her, she's got so much versatility that she's very effective.
And a leadoff base hit for Megan Wiggins. She's aboard again. Easy swinging base hit. She can do it so many ways. Such a great defensive player as well. See Kelly Crutchman check into the box. She's on a 5-game hitting streak now. And man, did she make it look easy last night, leaving the yard. Her 9th home run of the season.
It's just amazing. 475 on the year. You know, as a left-handed hitter, she's not even a slapper. It's just unheard of. The numbers that Kelly Crutchman has put up the past 2 seasons. She makes it look way too easy.
She leads an average slugging percentage, on-base percentage. And she's going to hit this one towards the gap. Ty Sarchik tries to make a run at it, and Wiggins, they are sending her home. Here is the throw. It's cut off, and Kelly Crutchman has yet another RBI. We didn't get to RBIs, but she leads the league now all alone with 31 runs batted in on the season.
And she just continues the hot hitting. Again, she makes it look so easy. Kelly Crutchman has obviously seen Sarah Pauly quite a bit, so she goes up there knowing what she wants to do. Take a look at Kelly Crutchman. Outside pitch, just stays through it, drives that ball. Such good extension and power all the way through the ball. Ty Sarchik battling the sun. It's a tough play out there for the left fielder.
You might add as well, that's her 7th double of the season, so she's now tied with Shelby Penley, who's at the plate now, for 2nd overall in the NPF. So she just has the offensive leaderboard on lock across the board in the NPF.
When you're hitting 475 as a hitter and you're at the top of the lineup, you expect to be leading quite a bit of offensive categories. It's just amazing what she continues to do every day for this Pride lineup, the most consistent player in the NPF.
She's taken now 83 total bases this season. That's 10 more than Sammy Fagan. She just keeps getting better every season she has played this game. What another spectacular start for the reigning MVP in the NPF. Kelly Crutchman, she's on second, and Penley thinking about trying to add to the total. And Jelani Alameda, they gave her an error last night at shortstop that I'm not quite sure was an error, but offensively she's done really well. Once again, the reigning Rookie of the Year in the NPF. She hits this one sharply to Thomas, and Thomas is going to take care of her, but sometimes it's where I was mentioning it's a tough break for her because she takes an error there at shortstop. It's just been a rough last couple of weeks with errors at short. Change gloves, change shoes. Sometimes you just have to try to figure out how to mentally get out of it.
Even changed her number, right? This goes to number 2. But Shelby Penley, great athlete. Productive out right there for her. Moving over the runner, you'll take it. You're not going to get a hit every time, but moving the runner over 60 feet is a big deal in that situation.
Here's Hallie Wilson. Amazing to think about the growth of the Pride left fielder this year. Last year she only got a look on a handful of games. This season she has been a day-to-day starter and one of the most consistent hitters in the NPF. She's currently on a 10-game hitting streak. This one popped up, and it's going to fall in front of Schlope, so make it 11 in a row. She's going to score. Kelly Crutchman is the Pride lead at 2-0. Hallie Wilson has done it again. Just sitting in no man's land there in center field.
Yeah, just a tough play right there. It looks like Taylor Schlope, the center fielder for the Racers, was calling this ball all the way as Wilson gets under it just a little bit. Tysarchik loses it. Schlope coming over from center field. She's calling the ball the whole way, and it just dies right there in short left field. Taylor Schlope, typically a great outfielder, ball just kind of found its way in the hole.
And here is Lauren Chamberlain now for the USSSA Pride. She's on a 4-game hitting streak, her longest of the season. You see the home run total there, 4 home runs. 2 of those 4 have come in the last 3 nights.
Well, that's what you have to love. If you're Coach Alameda and you're seeing Lauren Chamberlain get hot, great time of year to get hot. And when you start adding that power of Lauren Chamberlain and consistently doing, where we've now seen her string a few games together of getting hits, now you think, all right, she's starting to see the ball, she's feeling comfortable again with her swing. And if you can get Lauren Chamberlain going and add that to your lineup, that's going to help you quite a bit going into this last stretch of the season and into the championship series.
Got 3 RBIs in those last 3 games as well. 2-2 pitch for Sarah Pauly. Hasn't been the start that Pauly envisioned. And Chamberlain crushes it again, and it's gone again. Lauren Chamberlain with a home run. The 3rd home run in the last 4 days.
Lauren Chamberlain getting that home run feel back. And that's a Lauren Chamberlain that you're used to seeing. She knows that swing. Somebody's feeling good. Somebody's seeing the ball really well, and that's big for this Pride offense. And that's not a bad pitch right there by Sarah Pauly. A little down and away, but look at the power and the ability of Lauren Chamberlain to stay in her legs and drive through that ball. Drive it over the left field fence.
What a start for USSSA, and what a week here at Champion Stadium for Lauren Chamberlain. I don't think she's going to leave and hit the road after the week that she's had here.
You know, that's what we've really been waiting to see from Lauren Chamberlain this whole time in the NPF. You know what she's capable of. You saw it throughout her career at University of Oklahoma, and now you're starting to see her string a few games together and get that long ball swing. Every time she comes up to bat, she poses a threat of going deep.
DeSalvatore grounds out to Ashley Thomas. What a performance for Lauren Chamberlain. Her average may be 183, but she has something grooving here of late. And again, you got to credit Lonnie Alameda of really sticking with the veteran, the #1 overall selection 2 years ago by the USSSA Pride. She told us a couple weeks ago when we were in Starkville and Auburn that she just liked the process of how Lauren Chamberlain was approaching her plate appearances, and that, you know, she's all about the process. Sometimes the result wasn't there, but she liked the way that she was getting hacks, seeing pitches. Not every coach would stick with her. As Goodacre lifts this one out to left field, and Goodacre is retired by Cassie Tysarchek. But what a first inning it was for the USSSA Pride. Lauren Chamberlain has left the yard for the 3rd time here at Champion Stadium. She tacks on 2 of the 4, and the Pride with a big early lead here at ESPN Wide World of Sports. The Professional Fast Pitch Championship is coming to Tuscaloosa this August. Tickets are available now at profastpitch.com. Reserve your seats for the entire championship series today.
This is Anthony Rizzo, all-star first baseman for the Chicago Cubs. When he's not playing baseball, he's reading about baseball.
God, he's so good.
When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball. When he's not listening to baseball,
What's up, boys?
he's watching live baseball.
Jonesy. Ooh, that's deep. Ooh.
And when he's not watching live baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
Another big start for the USSSA Pride, leading 4-0 as we begin the second inning. Let's check in down on the field with our own Olivia Stacy.
Well, thanks, Bernie. I have a little bit of a history lesson for you here. The Racers are actually the oldest team in the NPF. They're celebrating their 15th season of play in the NPF. They joined in 2004, just 2 years after the league's inception. And since then, they have won one 2005 National Championship title game. They also faced the Pride in 2014. The Pride took home that victory. But I'll tell you what, something that head coach Brian Levin is really proud of is their work on and off the field. In their 15 seasons, they have raised thousands of dollars for breast cancer awareness and research, and that's something that this Racers team is planning to continue in their legacy. Bernie?
And Jennifer Gilbert leading off the second inning with a base hit, and Joey Arrieta, who has really been through thick and thin with this Akron Racers organization as their general manager. She has been really one of the key cogs. You think about Akron, USSSA, and Chicago. Those are the teams that have kind of weathered the storm over the years, as now the league has grown from what was 3-4 teams to the 6-team league that it is now. And it's special, the history that they have up at Firestone Stadium.
Whenever I think of the Akron Racers, I think of Joey Arrieta and what she's done and everything that she's invested into this organization, and players love playing for it. You think of all the great players that have come through this Akron Racers organization, and every single one of them is loyal. They love playing for her. They love trying to build something, be a part of something in the NPF. Kelly Montalvo is a great example of that, but they really have something special down there and built a great community, great fan base in Akron, Ohio around this Racers organization.
Here is one of the great veterans in the NPF who has been with the Racers quite a while, Kelly Montalvo. She's going to return back to Rhodes Stadium, where she played for Patrick Murphy and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
I got to give Kelly Montalvo credit. Her and I actually came into the NPF together back in 2009, and here she is 7 years later, still always going to be a great presence defensively, such a great leader and just a great ambassador for this sport and everything that she does both on and off the field for the Akron Racers.
Nunley ahead 4-0, and she's going to issue Kelly Montalvo a walk here. Not the start you like after your team puts up 4 in the bottom of the first. Gilbert a single, Montalvo a walk. And the Racers a chance to get a couple of the 4 runs that they gave up in the bottom of the inning back here in the top of the second. Outside corner, Sandra Simmons takes a called strike. 269 hitter on the year. Former LSU great as well. Beth Torina, the head coach of the Tigers, was once the head coach of the USSSA Pride. How about Courtney Seo showing her legs as she gets Simmons for the first out of the inning? That could have been an infield single, but instead it'll go in the book as a sacrifice.
It's a nice bunt there by Sandra Simmons. Courtney Seo right on top of that. Really an easy play for Courtney Seo and the type of defender that she is over there, but a smart play as you see Akron trying to build something here in the bottom of their lineup.
Former Pride player Cassie Tysarchek now. She's hit 4 home runs, 12 runs batted, and that's the thing that really differentiates this Akron team. They have 45 home runs on the season. That leads the NPF, and so what that tells you is that at any one moment, a 4-run lead could be gone in a blink of an eye.
Akron really has a lot of depth this year. If you look at some of the players that are on their bench, it just speaks volume to the type of offense team that they've built. Cassie Tysarchik got off to a really hot start this year in the NPF, worked her way into the lineup. Very competitive throughout this Akron Racers lineup. So they're all battling for different playing time.
Tysarchik down the left field line. We saw a top play last night in the country by A.J. Andrews, and Hallie Wilson had one right there in right field as well. That might be the magic corner. Hallie Wilson with one of the plays of the year out in right field.
Gotta love the effort there last night by A.J. Andrews. What a catch. The timing of it, the fearlessness. You gotta love that she was respected as well, right? Of recognizing how good of a play it was, ending up as number 1.
2-2. Down the line, well foul. Jen Gilbert over third, Kelly Montalvo at second. And Tysarchik a chance to half the lead here in the second inning.
Yeah, big opportunity for Akron. Bottom of their lineup. You got a chance to get a couple of those runs back. So if you're Akron, you'd love to see Cassie Tysarchik step up right here in that 8-hole position. Deliver a clutch, timely hit after giving up 4 runs in the bottom of the first.
Payoff pitch, got her swinging, and Nunley gets her second K and gets one in a big spot. There's 2 away here in the second.
And that's a big out right there for Kelsey Nunley. After giving up a couple hits early on, going upstairs with the rise ball. Great late breaking movement on that big pitch by Kelsey Nunley.
Here's Griffin Joyner. She played at Kentucky as catcher, so she caught Kelsey Nunley during her time, so she obviously knows the former Wildcat very well.
Yeah, it's a fun matchup right here. You got Kelsey Nunley and Griffin Joyner, who are battery mates for 3 years, really good friends. Now they get to go against each other. And she caught her for 3 years. If anybody knows Kelsey Nunley, it's going to be Griffin Joyner. That's probably what Goodacre and Nunley are talking about right here. It's always got to be fun, even though you're friends and former teammates. It's fun to go against each other. And really in a big situation right here as well. We got runners in scoring position.
She's fallen behind Joyner 2-0, then gets a called strike to make it 2-1. Joyner selected in the 4th round of the 2015 NPF draft with the 19th overall selection. She's still trying to find her groove offensively in the National Pro Fast Pitch League.
Joyner's main job, her main role is her defensive abilities. A great catcher, calls a great game, works well with her pitchers. That's more of her role.
Fouled away, she's going to earn another pitch.
Such an invaluable position there behind the plate, working with your pitchers. You know, obviously any offense that you get from Griffin Joyner is just going to be a bonus. But her main reason for being in this lineup is her defensive abilities. And something she did so well with Kelsey Nunley there at Kentucky.
The 2-2 fouled back. It's good at bat as the Wildcats do battle here in the 2nd inning. A big spot for the Racers with 2 in scoring position. It's off the glove of Seal. Penley recovers across the diamond, but Joyner beats it by a footstep. Jen Gilbert comes in to score the first run for Akron, and it's 4-1.
What a close play over there. Goes off the glove of Courtney Seo. Penley makes a smart decision with the bare hand. Close play over at first base. Not the fastest of runners. Joyner getting down the line.
Looked awfully close.
Very close right there. Typically, especially in a situation like that where you've got a close play, a lot of times you see it go towards the defense, but for Joyner, big step right there.
A.J. Andrews over the glove of Megan Wiggins in center field. Montalvo's going to score. Here comes Griffin Joyner. She'll score as well. It's a 3-run 2nd inning. Last night, Andrews did work with her glove. Tonight, she gets it done with her bat. A 2 RBI double.
A.J. Andrews, typically a small ball. Look at her swing away here. And it catches Megan Wiggins off guard with a little power from A.J. Andrews. Wiggins is playing up, expecting for the short game, just out of the reach there of Wiggins. Big timely hit by A.J. Andrews swinging the bat.
What a huge hit. And now here's Ashley Thomas, who's been perfect in the series, 4 for 4.
And you got to think, too, with A.J. Andrews going back to that hit, that's a player who's feeling very confident right now. You saw her swing the bat well, but that's what a big play like last night can do and carry over into this game, where now you're just feeling good about yourself. You have the confidence. You see her go up there. Not something she typically does is swing away. But when you're feeling confident like A.J. Andrews is, good things are going to come your way. Big timely hit right there.
And this one flipped up. It's just over the glove of Penley, and Thomas gets another hit. 3 for 3 last night, 2 for 2 tonight, and they're on the corners with 2 away. What a big week for Ashley Thomas.
Yeah, Ashley Thomas not trying to do too much, just kind of inside outs it, just out of the reach. That's 2 in a row right now, that just out of the reach of Pride defenders. Hits going the way for the Akron Racers right now.
Pride felt like they had everything going in the bottom of the first, where they scored 4 runs. Last time Nunley got this type of offensive effort, she was shut down pitching inside the circle.
Man, that's tough if you're the Pride. See Coach Alameda going to talk to them out there, but you just got 4 runs in the bottom of the first, and then you come back to start off the 2nd inning. You give up a walk and a base hit, and then that's turned into 3 runs now from the Racers.
So they're on the corners for Sammy Fagan. This is what you want if you're Akron.
Yeah, this is the hitter you want up. Sammy Fagan, probably the leading candidate right now for Rookie of the Year, having a great rookie season out of the University of Missouri. Swinging the bat well.
Well, she was the NPF leader in runs batted in until Kelly Kretschmann moved in front of her in the series alone, and Fagan could tie her with 31 runs batted in with one swing right here.
Sammy Fagan began her career at the University of Florida, ended up transferring to University of Missouri. Had a great college career, maybe a little bit unexpected, as she was the 4th overall pick, a first-round draft pick by the Akron Racers. Drafted right in front of Kelsey Nunley, but she's shown no signs of slowing down this transition. It's been a pretty easy transition for her going from the college game to the NPF. Right from the get-go, she has swung the bat well.
Thomas trying to bait a throw. She'll go into second, and now the Racers could take the lead here if Fagan could get an RBI. This one lifted up in foul territory, and Sio's going to make the play and retire the side. But 4 hits for the Racers produces 3 runs, and Akron is right back in it here. It's a 4-3 score. Headed to the bottom of the second. Another big night for A.J. Andrews coming through in the clutch.
Cocoa Beach, the authentic beach town, where the sand is our building blocks and a board is our preferred mode of transportation. A place where memories are awakened by the sound of a wave. It's the home of the original, home to the iconic, and home of the legendary. Cocoa Beach. It's still cool. Your beach vacation begins at gococobeach.com.
Amen, let's play ball.
Oh, he pops it into center field. Could be trouble.
Go, 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 go.
However you play ball, play ball. Go to playball.org to find out more.
Bottom of the second. Pride, they led 4-0 after the first inning. Looked like Kelsey Nunley might cruise right through this contest, but don't blink because the Racers are the second best offense in the NPF. They put together a 3-run top of the second inning, and so the Pride coming to the plate, only up a run.
Well, you have to expect that with these two teams going at it, and you always know you're going to get a fight. The Akron Racers are known for that. They're always going to be in a game. You got 2 great offenses. And you've also got 2 good pitchers here throwing as well. So this will be a tough one all the way through.
So here's Sierra Romero, who went on an unbelievable hitting streak early on in the season. Trying to work her way back in. Came to a conclusion last night. After 17 straight games getting a base hit. This could be one of the early favorites as well for Rookie of the Year. Her and Fagan probably trying to battle out for that honor.
2 first-round draft choices, Sierra Romero and Sammy Fagan. Of course, Romero comes with that NCAA Player of the Year.
It's the first career home run at Auburn, Alabama.
And that was really the hit that got her going, and that changed her season and brought back that confidence for Sierra Romero. You saw her start swinging the bat a lot better.
And she gets another base hit. So let's make it it's 18 out of 19 games with the hit. Not bad for the rookie.
Yeah, that's what you expect when you draft a Sierra Romero, and you know what she brings to her lineup. She's just going to find a way to get on. And she's never out of a count, no matter what it is. She's always going to give a battle. And just going to find a way to, as you see there, poking it through the 3-4 hole, just finding a way to get on base.
Here's Courtney Seo. Her average now up to 267 on the year. And that's a tough play there on the infield for Sammy Fagan to get the lead runner, Sierra Romero, who runs well. So Seo is going to get aboard on a fielder's choice after a tough play.
And a smart choice right there by Fagan to get that lead runner. But you've got speed both with Romero and Seo. Not an easy play, but a smart decision there to get the lead runner.
So back to the top of the lineup. And Wiggins, who started off the scoring for the Pride last night, scoring the first run on a solo home run. Tonight, the old-fashioned way, singles and then gets driven in.
Megan Wiggins hitting right around 300. She's had a good year throughout this season, but really swinging it well as of late this past week. And with Megan Wiggins, always a confidence hitter. But when she starts swinging it well, that's bad news for opposing defenses.
Two and 0, a squibber on the infield, and Montalvo almost turned 2. It was lined off the end of the bat, and Montalvo says thank you very much. Another big hit for Kretschmann in the first inning. She picked up her 30th RBI of the year. Joke last night, like a fine wine, getting better with age.
You're almost tired of talking about her, right? What else can you say about Kelly Kretschmann in the past 2 seasons that she's put together? And it's just unbelievable. I've played in the NPF. I've hit against these pitchers. It's not easy. And every day you're facing the best pitchers in the country, in the world, really. And Kelly Kretschmann continues to come out to hit over 400, 475. That's just, it's not right. It's pretty remarkable what she's doing, especially at her age. And I think it speaks a lot to the experience, the offseason training that she continues to do, the passion she still has for the game. She's a lot of fun to watch.
And what do you do if you're Sarah Pauly? You leave it on the plate. She hurts you. Home runs, doubles. And then she has one of the best eyes in the league. So you got to at least be close, because she's going to watch 4 pitches there, and maybe that's a better result. You put Kelly Kretschmann on board on a base on ball, and it's a problem though with a Pride team.
Yeah, because then you've got Shelby Penley right behind her, but sometimes it, especially with 2 outs, maybe it's not a bad idea to go away from Kelly Kretschmann, but that's the leadership, that's the experience of the veteran Kretschmann. She knows her strike zone, and she will just as easily take a walk as trying to make something happen too much.
Penley first pitch swinging, and it pays off for Sarah Pauly. She walks the NPF leader Kelly Kretschmann to get to Penley. She gets her to pop out to retire the side. Remains a 1-run Pride lead as we head to the 3rd here at Champion Stadium.
USSSA is the stage where the nation's top sports stars shine for the country to see. On the diamond, the top baseball players are looking to be chosen by the Select 30 and compete as a team at the National Amateur Baseball Championships. In Fast Pitch, USA Elite Select and the World Fast Pitch Championships brings together premier players and teams from across the country to play for the title and continue their dream of one day playing professional softball. While Nationwide Conference USSSA hosts the stars of slow pitch softball. Take your game to the next level. Play the best. Play USSSA.
What's my legacy? My legacy is hard work. Power will be my legacy. My legacy will be the respect that I've earned.
Confidence on the field is my legacy.
My performance and heart for the game are what I'm known for.
Dance It tonight. And you can dance to and watch and subscribe to the NPF all summer long. Subscribe to NPF TV. ProFastPitch.com is the place. And you got a month left of action to follow. You can watch every game. Never seen before access in the NPF. Racers are dancing as well because they're right back in this contest after scoring 3 runs in the top of the second inning. Here's Taylor Schlope. Bouncing ball, base hit back up the middle, and Schlope gets aboard here in the third, leading things off with a single.
I was just about to say, talk about Taylor Schlope, another one of those veterans who's been with the Akron Racers her entire career, always a mainstay in that lineup. Another one of those, just finds a way to get on base. Great athlete. You've really seen her add the power the past couple seasons.
Jennifer Gilbert, she started off the offense an inning ago. She's going to pop out to Penley for an out here. She singled and came in to score. One of the 3 runs scored by the Akron Racers.
You can see the approach right now by the Racers. Very aggressive, looking to hit early in the count against Kelsey Nunley.
Montalvo walked in her first plate appearance. You can hear the color money. Definitely been money defensively, and we've seen her with some great offense over the years as well.
And Montalvo's just a fun player to watch. You gotta love the passion, the energy she always comes to the ballpark with. Not very tall over there at third base, but huge presence on the field. Great leader for this Akron Racer team as well. Think of Kelly Montalvo, the originator of the long pants as well. It's like the new trend that's going on. Got to give credit to Montalvo, the first one to start the fad. Now you're seeing you got Penley out there, Crutchman.
And a big cut by Kelly Montalvo, but she's down on strikes.
Big strikeout right here. Again, going with the rise ball with Nunley. And when she's effective, that's what's working well for her. And when she's ahead in the count, she can get that rise ball. Tough pitch to lay off.
Sandra Simmons, she's the one that set things up an inning ago after Gilbert and Montalvo both reached. She laid down a sacrifice bunt, while Sia was able to take care of business. It provided the spark that the Racers needed to drive home the first 2.
And that bunt really did end up being a difference maker, as you had 2 on with nobody out. Sandra Simmons moves those 2 runners over. Even with the strikeout from Ty Sarchik, it set it up for players in the bottom of the lineup to get a big timely hit. Every run important here, especially if you've got 2 great offenses.
Schlope led off the inning with a single. She's at first. And a pop out and a strikeout. And Nunley's about to get out of the jam as this one is lifted and caught by Sierra Romero. 1 left for the Racers in the top of the third. The Pride coming back to the plate, up by 1. And game number 2 versus Akron.
USSSA is the stage where the nation's top sports stars shine for the country to see. On the diamond, the top baseball players are looking to be chosen by the Select 30 and compete as a team at the National Amateur Baseball Championships. In Fast Pitch, USA Elite Select and the World Fast Pitch Championships brings together premier players and teams from across the country to play for the title and continue their dream of one day playing professional softball. While Nationwide Conference USSSA hosts the stars of slow pitch softball. Take your game to the next level. Play the best. Play USSSA.
What's my legacy? My legacy is hard work. Power will be my legacy. My legacy will be the respect that I've earned.
Confidence on the field is my legacy.
My performance and heart for the game are what I'm known for.
We are back. There's Kelly Montalvo over at third. She is so much fun to watch. Akron Racers in the field. Here in the bottom of the third, let's check in down on the field with Olivia Stacy, who's with the head coach of the Racers.
Yeah, Coach Brian Levin joins me now, and Sarah Pauly in the circle tonight marks her 11th season in the MPF. What kind of a presence does she bring this team?
Well, she's just a great veteran leader. I mean, anytime you got someone that's been in the league that long, they know the ins and outs, and she passes along really well to the young players.
Pride got off to a hot start, but your team responded. What does that say about the character of this team?
Again, like yesterday, we said we got resilience. You know, we'll come back. There's a lot of game left, and all we had to do is chip away a little bit, and we got ourselves back in it.
Any adjustments that Pauly needs to make?
No, I think she was elevating the ball a little bit. If she can keep it down a little bit more, I think she'll be a little bit more effective.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Bernie?
Thank you, Olivia. Sarah Pauly. Think about 15 years of Racers softball, and she has witnessed 11 of the 15 seasons. Of course, some of it came from the other side because she used to be a part of this USSSA Pride franchise. She came across as a part of the Washington Glories, one of the originals, if you will.
It's just remarkable to think of the consistency that Sarah Pauly has had as well, year in and year out. She's typically been the ace of the staff, although she, pitched with Kat Osterman, but even then had a big year back in the Pride's Championship at 2011. And you just got to credit her what she puts into the offseason as well. And she's done different things. She's played over in Japan. She's coached in college, but always has been dedicated to her training and shows up every year.
Oh, man, it fooled Simmons over at first, and Hallie Wilson is going to get a base hit. I think that Simmons thought that one was going to go foul. And I think they made a mistake on the scoreboard calling that one an error because
it just gets out in front. Kind of a awkward hop there. Simmons tries to backhand it. You'd like to see her get in front of this ball as it's not hit very hard. I would actually have to say, that's typically a play that Sandra Simmons is going to make.
So you're going to go with an E3?
Yeah, I think I got to call it an error.
All right.
Because I respect Sandra Simmons' defense, and she typically makes that play.
Here's Lauren Chamberlain. Man, did she hit a bomb her last time up. And Chamberlain trying to do it again. Deep left field. Ty Sarchik back. And she just needed a couple more feet. Close to getting her second home run of the night.
Lauren Chamberlain still feeling it, though. And she'll take that out. Again, I think the thing with her is having quality at-bats, going up there, seeing good pitches, taking good cuts, even on an out like that, all the way at the warning track. You got to like where she's at, just mentality-wise and presence-wise at the plate right now for the Pride.
A long and loud out for Lauren Chamberlain. Gianna DeSalvatore now. Grounded out to Thomas in her first plate appearance. Montalvo is going to double up the Pride to end the inning. A hot shot to the Racers' third baseman, and Hallie Wilson was on the run as the hit and run was on. This is what Montalvo does to you. Double play ends the inning, sends us to the fourth.
Wait, where's third? There.
St. Danny. Theo, left. Shut down on 3 and run out to your position. 1, 2, 3. Go, 1, 2, 3.
Amen. Let's play ball. That's 3. That's 2.
However you play ball, play ball. Go to playball.org to find out more.
Trick Pony.
Everybody wanna get what we got. Everybody wanna fall this hard. Everybody wishing they could feel this rush. Everybody wanna be us.
Everybody wanna be us. Available on iTunes now.
Pride leading by a run here in the top of the fourth. Olivia Stacy is down with the Pride head coach, Lonnie Alameda.
Hey, Coach, your bats have really come alive in the past few games. How do you continue that level of production tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we've been hitting some atom balls right now. We're hitting them hard, and it's a game of inches, and that's kind of how it goes right now. But like how we're approaching the plate right now, and just got to keep getting after some quality ABs.
Lauren Chamberlain on a 5-game hitting streak. What do you like about her approach to the plate?
You know, I really like her faith in her hitting. Like she's struggled a little bit, and she's gone back to who she is and how she prepares, and she's done that within herself. So it's really exciting to see her kind of start to break out and just be confident in her at bats.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bernie.
Confidence is very high right now for Lauren Chamberlain. She just missed her second home run of the night. Cassie Tysarchuk able to pull it in, and they set the fences in just a couple of feet. That one would have been gone. Nunley working against Cassie Tysarchuk here.
Well, I like what Coach Alameda had to say about her preparation and going back to trusting her preparation. And then as a hitter, once you get that feeling back, she knows what that home run feeling is like. And just to get that feeling back, you get the confidence, and that's going to translate. And you're seeing that in every at-bat. She's getting better and better. You can tell that she's more confident in her approach. It's got to feel good as a home run hitter to get that swing back, to get that feeling back.
Tysarchuk, Joyner, and A.J. Andrews. Two foul away and back into the stands. It's 8-9-1 for Nunley. She's got 3 Ks. She was really challenged in the second inning. And she fools Tysarchuk there for her 4th strikeout of the contest.
Kelsey Nunley going to take a little off this pitch here with the off speed changeup right there. Haven't seen a lot of that from her this game. Great look, great timing to show that changeup and ability to make speeds.
Griffin Joyner, 1 for 1. RBI single back in the second inning.
Again, the former battery mate of Kelsey Nunley, spent 3 years together at the University of Kentucky. Joyner won the last battle. Imagine Nunley wants to come back and get her. Two key players and just the growth of that Kentucky Wildcat program down there with Coach Rachel Lawson. Really taken them as one of the top contenders out of the SEC World Series appearances. And it was really Kelsey Nunley and Griffin Joyner who headed that up and getting Kentucky a where they're at today.
It's special to think about how a program like Kentucky has rocketed into the stratosphere. Now they have a brilliant stadium up there in Lexington, one of the top in the entire country. And it all took some belief by players like Griffin Joyner and Kelsey Nunley to decide in the vision that Kentucky could be a team at the top. Same thing with Auburn.
Yeah, that's what you've seen with the SEC. You know, more of a local product there with Nunley closer to home, but just the competition that you're going to get every day in that conference, the money that they're putting into facilities, the SEC network, and just where our game's at in general. It's quite impressive.
Another souvenir on the hill. They have been aplenty in this series. She is down on strikes. Griffin Joyner thought it was ball 4. Instead of heading to first, she's going back to the dugout.
Great pitch right here. Look at the location on Kelsey Nunley's screwball. Right where you want it, inside part of the plate there against a right-handed hitter. Tough pitch for a righty. Great location by Kelsey Nunley.
Have a series, A.J. Andrews. First, the spectacular grab out in right field. And now Megan Wiggins. She's a little bit further back in center field after that one flew over her head. The entire outfield played in on Andrews' last at bat, and that helped provide the space needed for Andrews to get a double.
A.J. Andrews with her speed, not typically a power hitter, but does have that ability in her game. Probably see a little bit more in the NPF with her.
It's a pop-up for Andrews in a 1-2-3 inning for Kelsey Nunley, including getting strikeout number 4 and 5. We're having a ball here at ESPN Marvel Sports with the Pride leading 4-3.
Everyone has insecurities, and it really is about what you choose to do with them. Insecurities don't have to define you, but they can create a story for you. There's a positive way to be fulfilled through female athletics. If I could do one thing, it would just be to give someone the inspiration to be able to be more than they ever thought they could be.
This is Anthony Rizzo, all-star first baseman for the Chicago Cubs. When he's not playing baseball, he's reading about baseball.
God, he's so good.
When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball. When he's not listening to baseball,
what's up, boys?
He's watching live baseball.
Jonesy. Ooh, that's deep. Ooh.
And when he's not watching live baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
They're on the apps enjoying the contest tonight, and you can interact with the USSSA Pride as well on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Danielle Victoria providing some of the great highlight clips for us tonight. You can watch highlights of the contest available, including that great catch by A.J. Andrews last night, which was the top play in the country. It's been retweeted well over 2,000 times, and a reach of 200,000 people getting a chance to see it organically in the last night. That's what happens when you try to fly.
Throwing some social media stats out at us. Gotta respect the catch by A.J. Andrews last night. I'm an outfielder, so I loved it.
Yeah, hopefully she's got a picture of it. I know you have a picture of one of your favorite catches that you frame on the wall to relive. Back from the College World Series. Goodacre down the line. This is foul.
Hey, always got to relive the glory days, you know? Keep reminders, especially when you're past your prime. Got to remember that at one point you were an athlete.
You just have found a different prime here in the broadcast booth. Bottom of the lineup for the Pride. 7, 8, and 9. Goodacre, Romero, and Courtney Seo. Sarah Pauly, after that first inning, you got to give her credit because she's really settled down. Only one hit allowed. It was the single by Sierra Romero in the second inning. She played the right card walking Kretschmann in the second inning because she got Penley to pop out. A little help from her defense in the third inning as Montalvo got a double play. Ground ball, it gets under the glove of Ashley Thomas, and Goodacre is going to get aboard here in the fourth inning.
And that's a tough part about playing on the grass. Sometimes right there, Ashley Thomas looking for the ball to take a hop, just stayed lower to the ground. And she's expecting a hop to come that you would typically get on the dirt, and it scoots underneath her glove.
Second error of the night for the Akron Racers, an error on Sandra Simmons over at first, an error on Ashley Thomas at second base as Sierra Romero pops this one up, and whoa, put on the brakes. Simmons almost flew over the rail.
So much foul territory here as we're playing in a big park. Long way to go for Sandra Simmons. Check out her. She finds the fence just out of her reach. Gotta love the effort. You hear her defense trying to help her out, telling her to find it. If you're a pitcher, you gotta love the effort, even though she doesn't come up with it. Love the effort by your first baseman.
Rare to see errors for either one of these teams because the Racers and the Pride, they're the top two defensive teams in the NPF. High hopper again, and Thomas watches it go under a glove. That should go as the second hit of the night for Sierra Romero. Almost like a California bounce here on this Braves infield.
And just once again, just a tough play, a tough ball to read. It's a high chopper. It's got a lot of air. Thomas trying to figure out if she should go and get that. What you'd want to see is her go get that ball with the big hop. You're going to have a better chance if you go and attack the hop rather than letting it play you deep right there.
The Pride, they're in business here in the fourth. First to reach, and here's Courtney Seo. Thomas might be ready for the ball to get hit to somebody other than her here on this plate appearance. Guess you're always ready, right? And the danger here with Seo is she can essentially sacrifice the runners into scoring position and still beat it out for a base hit. That's how good of a bunter she is.
And Courtney Seo, always known as such a great bunter. You saw in her career in college at University of Oregon, and here, great bat control. And just she's able to place that ball. But I would look for her here in this situation. Bottom of the lineup, good opportunity to move these runners over.
Bunt's foul, and now we'll see if the bunt is off with a count 0-2.
And just like that, we talk about her being such a great bunter. Now you find her down 0-2. Still look for Courtney Seo, get something on the ground.
Seo reached on a fielder's choice. Her first time up, infield is in. And she fouls it away. Courtney Seo has continued to impress. She certainly has earned the spot at third base because of her defense, but her bat now, as she's been more consistent at the plate, has started to really get heated up.
Anytime you get consistency and you get reps, it's just going to help you get more comfortable there. Seo, It's pretty much an everyday player in her rookie season in 2014. Last season, didn't get as much playing time with Shelby Penley coming over, and this year with the injury to Andrea Duran and then as well as Missy Takiaho, she's got a chance to come in and just, you can tell she's really comfortable over there at third base, getting back to one of her primary positions. It's translated offensively.
Down on strikes, a big K there for Sarah Pauly to get the first out here in the 4th inning.
And a missed opportunity right there, as Tio typically is a good small ball. You'd like to see her get the bunt down in that situation, but a big out right there for Sarah Pauly to keep those runners at first and second.
But the top of the lineup, a chance to do some big damage here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pride leading by just a run. The Racers come in as one of the hottest offenses in the entire NPF. They certainly have the power to tie it up with one swing of the bat. So it's a big spot here for USSSA. Getting their first 2 aboard. And it's a rarity to see Courtney Seo not lay down that bunt and not get 2 in scoring position. Wiggins scored the first run of the game. And then her second plate appearance, she lined it off the end of her bat right to Kelly Montalvo at third. 2-1. Called a strike, it's 2-2. Sarah Pauly trying to get her second strikeout of the contest. Wiggins puts a bat on it, called for by Montalvo, and she retires Wiggins for her second straight at bat.
Once again, big out right there for Sarah Pauly, keeping the runners at bay. A good job by her, especially now she's going the 3rd time through this Pride lineup to make those adjustments, give them something different to look at. Back-to-back big outs by Sarah Pauly.
But this is where the Pride have been good this year. They got 69 runs batted in with 2 outs. As a team, they're hitting 300.
Yeah, just when you're feeling good, you get back-to-back outs, then Kelly Crutchman comes to the plate. Here's Pauly with 2 outs. Even though you got Shelby Penley on deck, still want to be careful here with Crutchman.
Another flawless night for Kelly Crutchman, who hits it to left, back and gone. She's got her 10th home run of the season, and she has left the yard back-to-back nights against the Akron Racers.
And that's exactly why you want to be careful throwing to Kelly Crutchman, because of the danger of what she can do. And what a shot off the bat of Crutchman, going the opposite way. A ball off the plate, just stays through this pitch and really crushed it. No chance for Cassie Tysarchik trying to make a play back there.
Tenth home run of the year for Kelly Crutchman.
And she just continues to impress. It's almost, that situation, I might consider just walking Kelly Crutchman because of how hot her bat is right now, and the danger of one swing puts 3 runs on the board.
Well, we talked about maybe the player of the week in the NPF is Lauren Chamberlain after the week she had, but it's been a flawless night again for Kelly Crutchman. 3 for 3 last night, 2 for 2 tonight with a walk. She's got 5 runs batted in so far in the series, all coming on long balls.
What I love about Kelly Crutchman is just her knowledge as a hitter. One of the smartest hitters, if not the smartest hitter in the NPF. And she obviously went up there with a plan. She knows Sarah Pauly. She's faced her numerous times in her career. But if you look at both of her hits, they've been shots over to left field. You know, both of them on that screwball to me. And she just went up there. She knows what she wants. And she had a game plan against Polly.
Up and in to Penley. And it doesn't get any easier with Hallie Wilson in the on-deck circle. And Penley is going to draw a walk. First time tonight that the Pride shortstop has gotten aboard. Another big inning for the Pride. And while the Racers came in as the NPF leaders in home runs, it has been the long ball that's been USSSA's friend once again tonight. Last night they scored all 4 of their runs on 3 home runs.
Not an easy ballpark to do it either. You're in with the thick Florida air. The ball doesn't travel as well here. It doesn't carry as well. Pretty deep ballpark. Takes a little bit extra to get the balls out. Now you've seen 5 home runs the past couple days.
Don't tell that to Lauren Chamberlain. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, but 3 already in. And Hallie Wilson trying to bunt to get aboard. A little sneaky bunt there. Had a rolled fair, it would have worked.
Yeah, I like the idea right there by Hallie Wilson. And that's the versatility that she brings to the plate, but just keeping the defense honest. And sees an opportunity right there. Trying to get herself on with the bunt.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Hallie Wilson out to left field. Ty Sarchik will come in, make the play, and retire the side. But Kelly Crutchman continues to be Kelly Crutchman. Doubled in the first. She leaves the yard here in the 4th. She tacks on 3 more. It's USSSA leading the Racers 7-3 as we head to the 5th here at Champion Stadium.
Dudley. Quality, consistency, durability.
You prepared as a team. You've done it together. But when you come to the plate, it's all you. At SluggerCustomBats.com, you create exactly what you want. Your specs, your style, your bat. So bring your game to the plate and max out all you've put in.
Well, if you like offense, you gotta love what you've seen tonight. Another big hit for the USSSA Pride. Pride leading 7-3. Let's check in once again down on the field with Olivia Stacy.
Pride assistant coach Samantha Ricketts joins me now, and you spent 2 years with the Akron Racers, so do you have a little bit of divided loyalty tonight?
No, not tonight. Definitely a racer when I played for them, but now for the Pride for sure. I love the MPF in general, but working for the Pride, definitely cheering for the Pride.
You're the older sister to Kalani Ricketts, pitcher for the Pride, of course. You never were able to play together, but what has it been like to be a part of the same organization?
It's been great. It's been great to be back on the field with her in the coaching role and to see her succeed and to really just be a part of that again and be a part of her career and watch it up close has been a lot of fun.
All right, well, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
Bernie.
Sam Ricketts, a part of that 15-year history that the Akron Racers had. They celebrated it a couple weeks ago. They've been celebrating all season long. They've done so many great things for this sport and this game. So many great players have played for Akron over the years. These two teams, the Pride and the Racers, faced each other in the NPF Championship Series a couple of years ago in Hoover, Alabama.
It's crazy to think now, 15 years of the Akron Racers and what that organization has done, been able to stay around.
It's the first time tonight that Ashley Thomas has been retired, and the first time that the Racers have been retired in this series. But it right back to Kelsey Nunley, made it a little too easy for the Pride pitcher. Nunley with 5 Ks so far tonight. And Sammy Fagan coming to the plate. A rare night to see the NPF leader previously in RBIs go 0 for 2. But Nunley has done a great job with a Racer rookie tonight. She's hitting .378 on the year.
These are two players who've faced off quite a bit in their college careers, both in the SEC. You have to think that plays into the advantage here a little bit for Kelsey Nunley, as she knows Sammy Fagan. I'm sure her and Chelsea Goodacre have talked about it, what their game plan is against Fagan, who had been one of the top hitters all year in the NPF.
Popped up and taken by Penley. And Fagan now 0 for 3. So the Wildcat ahead of the Tiger, and there is Sierra Romero, one of the other favorites to be NPF Rookie of the Year after what she has done for the USSSA Pride. She's received almost every award to be had this year.
Keeping with the consistency, as the past 2 NPF Rookie of the Years have gone to USSSA Pride. So you had Madison Shipman a couple years ago, Shelby Penley last year. Sammy Fagan making a pretty good case. And Kelsey Nunley having a great rookie season as well. What she's been able to do to help this USSSA Pride pitching staff.
Eight in a row retired by Nunley. Trying to get her second straight 1-2-3 inning.
I just like the way that Kelsey Nunley works. She just goes about her business. Good presence out there. Doesn't get rattled. You don't see much emotion out of her either way. Not too high, not too low. Just takes the ball and goes to work.
Right on it, fouls it back. It's 1-2. Lined foul.
Good battle right here between Nunley and Taylor Slopey. Taylor Slopey always a tough out at the plate.
Slopey able to check her swing.
Slopey's a player in the past couple years who's really added that extra power to her game. Always been a great hitter out of University of Georgia, but past couple years dedicated to more of that power game.
Got her swinging. Kelsey Nunley now has 6 Ks in the contest. Second straight inning. The USSSA Pride rookie that she has put the Racers down in order. Pride looking to add to a 7-3 lead when we come back.
Amen, let's play ball.
Oh, he pops it into center field. Could be trouble.
Go, 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 go.
However you play ball, play ball. Go to playball.org to find out more.
The Professional Fast Pitch Championship is coming to Tuscaloosa this August. Tickets are available now at profastpitch.com. Reserve your seats for the entire championship series today.
Akron Racers, they're down to their final 6 outs. They'll have to try to make some adjustments on Kelsey Nunley and try to find a way to slow down this USSSA offense. It was a big series for these two teams coming in to this week. The USSSA Pride, right now they're the NPF leaders. But Akron finds themselves currently third. The Scrapyard Dogs, by the way, they lost again to the Dallas Charge. So the Charge taking that series. The Scrapyard Dogs, they had a big opportunity to move up in the standings as well. Those two teams will face off against one another a week from now up at Florida State. And for the Racers right now, holding on to the 3 spot. The most important thing, obviously, is to finish in the top 4 and make your way to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
And really all teams are still in it. You know, lots of games left. You got a month left of the season. Anything can change. So every game matters here. And that's what's fun about seeing, you know, how competitive it's gotten with the 6 teams.
Chamberlain is aboard again. This time takes just 1 base as she gets a single. What a week for her. Saw her hit her 3rd home run in 4 days earlier tonight. Take a look at what a week it has been for Lauren Chamberlain. This is what she did last night. Tonight, she goes to left. And 2 nights ago, we saw her with a line drive shot out of the yard for 2 runs on a home run.
And what I like seeing with those is they're not bad pitches either. And she's taking balls out of the yard that, you know, aren't really balls that are down the middle.
De Salvatore will fly out, and here's Kirsty Merritt coming in to run for Lauren Chamberlain over at first. Man, how much better is this Pride team when Lauren Chamberlain is being the Lauren Chamberlain we saw back in college at Oklahoma?
Absolutely, and you're looking for players down in the bottom part of the lineup to step up, as you've had, you know, the top 3 have been there all season. And so having another player step up is huge for this offense.
There's a base hit by Goodacre as she hits it between Thomas and Simmons over at first base. Second hit of the inning for the Pride. Another big difference this year for the Pride has been the way that Lonnie Alameda has played an integral role. In the past, sometimes the Pride haven't had that one manager the entire year. And Alameda, she has been aboard for the majority of the ride. Obviously, she still has to take care of business, recruiting and working with her program at Florida State.
Well, just a complete staff as well. You've got Lonnie Alameda and her experience, that head coaching role. But then you've also got 2 former players who are coaching this year with the Pride.
New pitcher coming in for the Racers. We'll tell you about it when we come back. The Pride threatening, already leading 7-3 here in the 5th.
As a player who's been on the Pride for a few years, I know how much U-Trip values its members' safety, both on and off the field. That's why they've teamed up with ID Shield, the best way to protect your family from identity theft, guaranteed. For only $19.95 per month, ID Shield will protect you and your entire family from this growing epidemic. So do what I did. Go to USSSA.com/ID Shield and join this team today.
I'm Lauren Chamberlain, first baseman for the USSSA Pride. I really like to feel good when I swing. I don't like to overcomplicate things. So I find myself often just hitting into a bone net, visualizing what I want to do, and then taking that with me on the field. Even on an off day, I love to get some hacks in. When I have a quick 30 minutes, the bow net is super easy to set up. I grab my bat, a bucket of balls, and I swing until I feel good. Bow net, play anywhere, play now.
So Allison Owens is in relief for the Akron Racers against Nasir Romero. A 2-for-2 night for the Pride rookie out of Michigan. Pride with good speed on the base pass right now. Jessica Garcia running for Goodacre over at first.
Yeah, Kirsty Merritt at second base. It's the depth of this Pride lineup. Still looking to add runs here. It's just a 7-3 game, but we've talked about the ability of this Akron Racers offense, ability to hit the long ball. Still important to keep adding runs.
3-1, lifted to right. AJ Andrews watched it into her glove now. Will retire Sierra Romero for the first time tonight. It's out number 2 here in the 5th inning. Ended up being a beautiful night for fast pitch here in Orlando. Some naysayers earlier with the weather saying that it was going to call for showers right around the start of the game. But so far, so good. If anything, it's just cooled things down a little bit as Lauren Sweet is going to come in and pinch hit and take the place of Courtney Seo. At least for this at bat. She's going to ground it to Thomas. She gloves it and flips it to first. And Owens comes in and gets out of the big jam. 2 innings remaining here at Champion Stadium. 7-3. USSSA on top after 5.
Trick Pony.
Everybody wanna get what we got. Everybody wanna fall this hard. Everybody wishing they could feel this rush. Everybody wanna be us.
Everybody wanna be us. Available on iTunes now.
They're dancing and having a great time here at Champion Stadium, and why not? Especially if you're a Pride fan. It's a 7-3 lead for the USSSA Pride. NPF on CBS returns tomorrow night. They're up at the ballpark at Rosemont. Chicago taking on the Pennsylvania Rebellion. We're on the air tomorrow night as well at 7 o'clock. So some young baseball players watching. They're all a part of the Elite World Series that just kicked off here from Champion Stadium. Time to show your style. What do you think about the, are you a bows, flowers, ribbons in the hair?
You know, in college we weren't allowed to wear ribbons. I was a headband, like more of like a sparkle headband, but our coach actually wouldn't allow us to wear bows or ribbons. So I wore for a little bit in the NPF, but just a pretty traditional player over here.
It's all about the style.
You gotta dress it up somehow, right? It's part of your brand. You gotta have your own flair. See Hannah Rogers, flower of Florida tradition there.
This is Gilbert leading things off.
It's like your way to add personality.
She singled and scored back in the second. And she's going to lift the third pitch that she sees to Penley. So that's now 10 straight retired by Kelsey Nunley. This is a little more than Nunley that we saw earlier in the series.
Yeah, take back that one inning, and Nunley has really done a nice job. You know, one bad inning, and it was really a ball that just kind of found its way in.
And so with 10 straight retired, the Pride are going to go to their bullpen and bring in Kaylani Ricketts to try to close things down here in the 6th inning. What a night by Kelsey Nunley. She got 6 strikeouts against the Akron Racers.
Yeah, Kelsey Nunley, once again, having a good performance. Her ability to mix speeds right there. Go inside with that screwball. It's a tough pitch for right-handed hitters, and it's the rise ball. When she's got that going and she's ahead on hitters, good things are going to happen for Kelsey Nunley. But once again, you know, overall, good performance by Nunley, and she got the offensive support as well to help her.
So 5 1/3 for Kelsey Nunley, and in comes Kaylani Ricketts, 4-4 on the year, 3.28 ERA. So we talked about she doesn't walk a whole lot. 10 walks issued this year, 58 strikeouts.
Well, this is a big opportunity for Kaylani Ricketts to get back, you know, to kind of find herself again. Struggled in her last few outings. But I would imagine this is an opportunity for her to come out, work on some things. You know, it's only a 7-3 lead, but still, you need Kaylani Ricketts coming down the stretch.
Lonnie Alameda, Lauren Chamberlain discussing strategy as Emily Messer is going to hit in the place of Kelly Montalvo here.
And I like, you know, before the game, down in the bullpen, Coach Lonnie Alameda was taking some time out with Kaylani Ricketts. I would imagine they were talking about some pitches, working on some things. And so again, a good chance for her to come into the game and try to carry those things over that she had been working on. And trying to find that rhythm again, get back the control.
Inside corner called strike for Kaylani Ricketts, and she's ahead of Messer 1-2.
And that's the key there, trying to work ahead, you know, especially with everything that Kaylani Ricketts has. She can get ahead, then it's tough for hitters.
And Messer is down on strikes, and Kaylani Ricketts comes in and she gets the K. Sandra Simmons. Sack bunt back in the second, popped out in the third.
Sandra Simmons also in her rookie season out of LSU. Lots of rookies this year having big contributing roles throughout the NPF.
Off-speed pitch, got her swinging, and Ricketts comes in. She strikes out Messer. She strikes out Simmons, and she continues the streak. It's the third straight 1-2-3 inning thrown by Pride pitchers. Racers down to the final 3 outs, but the Pride have another chance to add to their 7-3 lead when we come back.
Being selected in the NPF draft, you are immediately welcomed into an organization that demonstrates work ethic, dedication, and love for fast-pitch softball. As the official uniform provider for the NPF, we at Boomba recognize this. Our unparalleled craftsmanship shows in the way the products look and perform for these high-level athletes. Boomba's cutting-edge uniforms, products, and our commitment to the sport of fast pitch are why we are the official uniform provider for the NPF.
Back with Olivia Stacy, Jamie Loprice, and our entire NPF crew tonight in Orlando. Bernie Gunther with you. We're glad you're with us here. Wherever you are watching the NPF around the country. The Pride slipped. They dropped the first of the 3 series they had here at Disney against the Chicago Bandits. But that big 6th inning where they scored 6 runs coming back for a 10-7 win against the Pennsylvania Rebellion. It looks like it sparked this Pride offense.
And one of the things that they talked about after the Chicago series, hits hadn't really been falling their way. They weren't stringing hits together, and now you're seeing that. And actually, a lot of their runs are coming courtesy of the home run, but you're getting more production throughout.
Megan Wiggins, she's going to leave the yard as well. Back-to-back nights with a home run for the Pride center fielder.
Megan Wiggins continues the home run barrage right there with the USSSA Pride. What a shot to right field.
She now has 9 home runs on the year, second most in the NPF.
And that's really a mistake by Allison Owen as she leaves the ball over the plate. Anytime you leave a ball over the middle of the plate against Megan Wiggins, that's exactly what's going to happen. No chance for AJ Andrews in right field, as Wiggins is definitely going to take advantage of any mistake.
Oh, wow. And Kelly Kretschmann, a perfect night for her, back-to-back nights. Taking one for the team there.
Yeah, that's not going to feel good. Almost looks like it gets her in the back of the neck right here. Ball gets away, right in the back. Never feels good. And not necessarily intentional. That's a ball that gets away from Owens. And that's what you want to do if you're a hitter and you see that ball coming in. Kretschmann actually does the right thing. As you turn in, you don't want to open up to that ball. It's never going to feel good.
So here's Shelby Penley after Kretschmann hit by pitch. And it's Erica Field.
It might have knocked the breath out of Kelly Kretschmann. Right, squared up in the back.
And look at Penley, she's got her back. Down the line, fair ball, a double for the Pride shortstop. That's her first hit of the night. And USSSA with 2 in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nice shot by Shelby Penley. A pitch that's away. Screwball, keeps her hands in. See the ball kind of spins away, but easy for Erica Field to get all the way over to third base.
Oh, and Hallie Wilson hit by a pitch, so Allison Owens, it's almost identical spot it looked like to the pitch that hit Kretschmann.
Now that's twice now where Owens has tried to go inside. These left-handed hitters, ball gets away from her. She's trying to go with a curveball inside, but doesn't quite have command of that pitch.
And in the spot that Lauren Chamberlain is supposed to hit, Kirsty Merritt is going to get a hack.
Kirsty Merritt came in to run for Chamberlain last inning. Gonna get a chance to stay in here, get some at bat, and at bat.
She's got 6 runs batted in her rookie year out of the University of Florida, where she played about 2 hours to the north in Gainesville for Tim Walton. No place to put Merritt. Finally gets a called strike. It's 2-1.
Kirsty Merritt really started off the season strong. She had a good year. Was playing every day. Then as Hallie Wilson has continued to swing the bat well. And with Lauren Chamberlain.
And Merritt is going to drive home at least 2. Merritt on her way to second with a double. And the Pride double figures once again here at Champion Stadium. They lead at 10-3 now. Nice piece of hitting there by the Pride rookie.
Yeah, that's really what Kirsty Merritt has done all year. She's just in a place right now with a loaded outfield for the Pride. Put a ball left over the plate. Nice swing, good extension right there by Merritt with the speed on the bases. Easy 2 runs right there for the Pride.
So Owen, her time in this one short-lived. New pitcher coming for the Racers. We'll tell you about her when we come back. The Pride with 3 more here in the 6th. They're not done because there's nobody out, and the Pride are up by 7.
Trick Pony.
Everybody wanna get what we got. Everybody wanna fall this hard. Everybody wishing they could feel this rush. Everybody wanna be us.
Everybody wanna be us. Available on iTunes now.
Wiggins and company. The bats have remained hot here in the first 2 games of the series. They lead at 10-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Hannah Perryman into pitch. in relief of Allison Owen, as DeSalvatore is at the plate. Perryman was fielding ground balls, listening to the tunes before the game, trying to get in the groove. Gonna throw in a tennis ball against the fence, fielding it, working on the plays. It's all about the mental preparation, right?
Everybody has their routines. It's going to be a little bit different.
DeSalvatore deep into center. It's caught, and Hallie Wilson is going to come in to score run number 11, and this ball is going to trickle away. And here comes Kirsty Merritt in to score, and the sacrifice fly for DeSalvatore, which should have scored just one, is going to produce runs 11 and 12 for the USSSA Pride.
That's really good base running there by Kirsty Merritt. Easy sacrifice fly, no problem for Hallie Wilson to score from third, but being aggressive, Merritt taking third base, and then as soon as she sees the ball get away on the errant throw, she's going home. That's with speed. A lot of pressure on the defense.
Smoked by Goodacre, but foul.
Again, the Pride tonight hitting throughout the lineup, getting consistency. You know what you're going to get from the top of the order, but getting hits throughout. Even you got pinch hitters coming in, stepping up for you. That's what you want to see if you're the Pride coaching staff.
Perryman trying to close things down and send us to the final inning. She's ahead of Goodacre 0-2. Got her swing out of the zone. Now there's two away. So Perryman getting a strikeout in relief, and now she'll get a chance against Sierra Romero. A 2-for-3 night for Sierra Romero.
Romero hasn't necessarily hit the ball hard. Both of her hits, ground balls, found their way through the infield. See her move down in the lineup, put more confidence.
Two and two. Skied into center. Schlope will hover under it, but the Pride do damage in the sixth. Megan Wiggins leads things off with a solo home run. And we're out to 5 more tacked on by USSSA. They lead it by 9 headed to the final inning.
USSSA is the stage where the nation's top sports stars shine for the country to see. On the diamond, the top baseball players are looking to be chosen by the Select 30 and compete as a team at the National Amateur Baseball Championships. In Fast Pitch, USA Elite Select and the World Fast Pitch Championships brings together premier players and teams from across the country to play for the title and continue their dream of one day playing professional softball. While Nationwide Conference USSSA hosts the stars of slow pitch softball. Take your game to the next level. Play the best. Play USSSA.
What's my legacy? My legacy is hard work. Power will be my legacy. My legacy will be the respect that I've earned.
Confidence on the field is my legacy.
My performance and heart for the game are what I'm known for.
Top of the 7th inning, Pride leading 12-3 over the Akron Racers. Second game of the series. We are back tomorrow night for the final game here at Champion Stadium. And USSSA Pride closer Jordan Taylor in to try to finish things off against the Akron Racers. This is a pretty good game all the way to the bottom of the 4th where the Pride scored 3. The Racers answered right back in the 2nd inning, Jamie, with those 3 runs. But from that point, the Pride just continued to extend the lead.
Well, really, I mean, the Pride offense has done a great job throughout, but besides that 1 inning there for Kelsey Nunley, they've done a good job. The pitchers have come in, even Kaylani Ricketts coming in last inning, and they've worked efficiently. Come in, done their job. The defense has been supportive behind them. Getting an all-around effort, both offensively and defensively tonight for the USSSA Pride.
Cassie Tysarchek at the plate. Tysarchek, Joyner, and Andrews. Tysarchek grounds out to Ramiro. 1 away. Hannah Day getting an opportunity now.
Not a save roll for Jordan Taylor, but still an opportunity for her to come into the 7th inning, get some innings.
Another healthy cut for Hannah Day. Grounded over toCio, and she fires it over to Salvatore. And now the Racers are down to their final out.
Just continuing to throw outs. Jordan Taylor comes in, gets 2 ground ball outs. And that's what this Pride staff has done well tonight. They do have the strikeouts, but letting their defense work behind them. Not giving the Racers lineup much to hit. As you know, the power that they do have throughout this Racer lineup.
Down to A.J. Andrews' final strike now.
That's the ability of Jordan Taylor right there. So dangerous with that changeup. And she's been so effective in this closer role. What I like about Jordan is she comes in, she's embraced her role, You know, she knows that that's going to be her role to close out the game, and she works so efficiently. When she comes in, she throws strikes, gets ahead of hitters. Always a threat to throw that changeup at any point in the line or in the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Pride pitching staff, by the way, they have combined now potentially to get the final 15 racers of the contest. That is shutdown pitching at its finest.
Man, a great job of not letting up. You know, even having that a 4-run lead at the time when they did that, they didn't let up. They went right at these hitters. You gotta love that. And to see from your pitching staff come in and work.
The 2-2. A.J. Andrews not going quietly. Taylor Shalopi was the last Akron racer to get aboard, and that was back in the 3rd inning. Andrews has one of the racers' 6 hits.
And haven't really hit anything hard. You go back after the 2nd inning, it's a 4-3 game, and how different it's been since then. These pitchers, credit them.
Full count. Taylor thought she got her. And Andrews breaks the streak. 14 straight retired by USSSA comes to an end. I guess I spoke too soon.
See Jordan Taylor smiling there. She wanted to get the last 2 calls. Pitches with 2 strikes that are close. Tough to lay off. Good at bat by A.J. Andrews.
Thomas hit by pitch. Racers are going to need a few more base runners to make it interesting. But it's a start.
Trying to go inside to Ashley Thomas. Looks like it just gets her on the belt.
Sammy Fagan.
Quiet night for Sammy Fagan tonight. Came in as one of the offensive leaders throughout the NPF. 0 for 3 night. Really struggled against Kelsey Nunley.
These 2 teams are right back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The final game of the series. And you can bet that Lauren Chamberlain and Kelly Crutchman will be back as well, looking for more bombs. It's been a home run fest the first 2 games of the series. Wiggins has gotten into the action as well. 1-2, got her swinging, and Jordan Taylor is going to finish things off here as the Pride take game 2. Final score 12-3.
And really just a great performance tonight by the USSSA Pride all the way around. You got the pitching performance, hitting, and defense put together, the full package.
What a night for this USSSA Pride offense. 12 runs on 12 hits. We'll talk to the winners when we come back for the Pride take game 2.
Cocoa Beach, the authentic beach town, where the sand is our building blocks and a board is our preferred mode of transportation. A place where memories are awakened by the sound of a wave. It's the home of the original, home to the iconic, and home of the legendary. Cocoa Beach. It's still cool. Your beach vacation begins at gococobeach.com.
Amen. Let's play ball.
Oh, he pops it into center field. Could be trouble.
Hey, Walker, go, 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 go.
However you play ball, play ball. Go to playball.org to find out more.
What a night for the USSSA Pride as they take game number 2 against the Akron Racers, who came into this series the number 3 team in the NPF, and a big reason why Lauren Chamberlain, she's had a number of big nights right here at Champion Stadium. Starting to feel at home, and she is down with Olivia Stacy.
That's right, Lauren, you're on a 5-game hitting streak, 3 home runs in the last 4 games. What's really clicking for you?
Honestly, just trying to continue to be a spark for my team. I think when the person in front of me works so hard to get on, I need to do something to produce something, especially with our pitching staff throwing the way they are right now, just continuing to score as many runs as we can.
What was your mentality when you were rounding third base?
On which? Oh, on
Your
the
home
home run.
run,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Just a good feeling. Also seeing the people that are at home plate ready to give me a little tap, and it's a good feeling. I've been waiting a long time for it to start clicking, and my teammates have been there for me throughout the whole thing, so it's just a good feeling.
Another flawless night by Kelly Kretschmann, her 10th home run of the season. What does she do for this team, and has she shared any tips with you?
Yeah, I mean, she's just playing freely. That's the one thing she told us is don't worry so much about outcome, worry about the process and have fun. I mean, she's our oldest one, but she's playing like the youngest one. She loves the game, and it's fun to be her teammate.
Well, congratulations on the win, another outstanding performance, Lauren.
Thanks.
Bernie?
Another big night for Lauren Chamberlain and the USSSA Pride. Some really big things. And how about Kelly Kretschmann? She took first the hard way to end the game, but she had a perfect night again at the plate. 3 for 3 last night, 2 for 2 tonight. Double and this home run.
Kelly Kretschmann, you can't say enough about her and what she's doing offensively once again this year. Another big night for her. Had a game plan against Sarah Polly and executed it as well as you can.
Kelly Kretschmann, she was not the NPF leader in home runs at the beginning of this series, but she is now charged in front of that category, as well as leading the league in runs batted in as well.
It's just impressive. Every night she comes to work, and you heard Lauren Chamberlain talk about it, the passion that she plays with in the game, and she takes everything serious, and she still enjoys doing it, but it's just impressive. And again, I can't say enough of what she does for this offense and this team.
And of course, it all started inside the circle with Kelsey Nunley, who gets another win here in Champion Stadium, and she is down with Olivia Stacy.
Kelsey, 6 strikeouts tonight. What was your mindset in the circle?
Just stay strong and pretty much stay at them. Goody told me to just trust my pitches and go out there and go right at them.
And Coach Alameda talked about how fun it's been to watch you really grow into yourself. How confident did you feel tonight?
Very confident, and you know, when my team can put 7, 8, 12, whatever runs on the board, it gives me even more confidence, so that's awesome.
What pitches are really working for you tonight?
Then again, just mixing it up, a little rise here, screw, change up, just keeping them off balance.
Well, best of luck in the rest of the season, and congratulations on the win tonight, Kelsey.
Thank you.
Bernie?
Thank you, Olivia. Big win again for the Pride. They're back here tomorrow night, and they have a chance to finish things off with a sweep after they win it tonight 12-3, Jamie.
Yeah, Kelsey Nunley, another great performance by the rookie, and she's the one that kept them in it. You know, with this offense putting up 12 runs, it's always going to help, but another big night by Kelsey Nunley and this USSSA Pride defense.
Well, the final game of the year from Champion Stadium will be on the air tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We hope you join us then. For Olivia Stacy, Jamie Low-Price, and our entire National Pro Fast Pitch crew, Bernie Gunther saying good night here from Orlando. Once again, the final score, the Pride 12 runs on 12 hits, win at 12-3 over the Akron Racers. We'll see you back here for some Monday night softball tomorrow night at 7.